This episode of Captain Kurt's Garage, we are putting buckets in. So, there's these bench seat holes. I guess these dimples here, they're like 14 and a half, something like that in. That's what you want to drill out. That's where you want your bucket holes to go. And you want to brace that up a little bit. Oh. The door from shutting there. These are the seats I got from Jegs I'm going to put in there. And bought these brackets from Jegs, so it'll brace it up a little bit in between the floor instead of just putting bolts through there. And these will give me adjustable height of the seat in the front and the rear. But that's what we're doing on old Leroy today. And to peel this back, I didn't know they had this sound deadener in here. Just had to find them little dimples, measure them, and I downloaded a picture off of one of the forums that a guy gave the measurements, and showed his holes, where his bucket seat holes were at in the measurements. And these are lining right up with that measurement that he had in his photograph. So I'm going to drill these dimples out. And then I've actually got some, I ordered a bunch of different factory pieces to put these in here correctly. Bolts, isolators, nuts, washers. I had to order them from like 3 different sources to get all the parts, eBay and different sellers, but that's it. I'm going to keep working at it and hopefully get these bucket seats in. Alright, a little more on the bucket seat install. I got the brackets in from Jegs. And I want to try and save you a little bit of headache. When I adjusted these, because they're like a pedestal mount, you've got 3 holes on there. So I raised the back end to keep the seat as level as possible. When you put your front bolt in, don't put it in the top like I did, like a dummy. And I had to take it back out, because then I was going to drill the holes for the seat brackets, which I've got marked out. And I'm like, that bolt's going to be right in the way of the bolt that's going to be holding the seat track to this frame. So just a little tip there. Don't be dumb like me and do that. Make sure that front bolt, because back here when you're putting it in, you got to put it in whatever one to raise it up, but it gives you, you get quite a bit of distance here. But when you got the front all the way down, put it in the bottom hole, so that way when you go to put your bolt in here, you got room. Otherwise that bolt's going to be right the hell in the way. Alright, we're back again. A little more on the bucket seat install. As you can see, I got the passenger seat in. Got it pretty leveled out. Keep it from looking wonky. But I noticed if you look from the back here, it's just a little bit crooked, leaning towards the center. So I've got one more adjustment hole on this bracket. If I can get in here. There's one more hole down I can go, and that's about a 1/2 inch. And I think if I lower that down, the seat should be just about almost perfectly level. I still got the driver's side here. This was kind of a bitch doing it by myself. I think when I do the other one, I'm gonna take the brackets, the upper mounts off those lower mounts, and mount them to the seat, and then mount the seat to the other piece. It might be a little bit easier. So I got stuff from all kinds of different places. I got seat bolts off of eBay. I got the mounting pads. I bought all new washers that go under the car. The nuts with the washer built into it, the big washer. The only thing was some of these bolts for the seat mounting, They weren't long enough. I mean, trying to get it through the carpet and everything. The carpet's thicker than hell on here. I even burned the holes through there with a soldering iron, and was pushing them. You just did not have enough thread to grab the nut. So luckily, I've got a bolt kit here that I bought off of Amazon. They're actually pretty decent. They come in handy. I might buy another bigger one. But got all kinds of different bolt sizes, nuts, washers, and they're coated and everything, and you're not digging through old shit. So that's pretty much it right now. All them tools. Yeah, I'm kind of a slob. Just filming this real quick. It's early in the morning. I gotta go to work here in a couple hours. I work second shift. But yeah, came out here to check too. I was getting some water in the garage when it was raining really super hard. I went to go around and do some sealing in here. But sorry about moving you around so much. But yeah, here's the brackets. You can see there's the ones to the floor. And then I didn't put any extra bracing in here, but I figured this big long steel plate here is sandwiching quite a bit of the floor through there, so I think it should be safe. I know you should have those support pieces of steel that go under there, but they're very small, and I'm thinking this thing's like 15 inches long with sandwich to the floor. If it rips that out, I'm assuming I deserve to die. I don't know. That's my thought. So I'm not going to mess with that. I actually do have some steel. I could put some bracing in between the nut and the bottom of the floor too on that side if I feel like I need it. But I think this is pretty sturdy. Those washers are pretty good sized. Like I said, this bracket is, I would assume that would be stronger than those two little pieces of steel, but I am no expert. Do it at your own caution. But hopefully I can get that seat in this weekend. And the next project will probably be welding in these subframe connectors. I bought the Competition Engineering ones. This is some of the hardware it comes with. It comes with 0 instructions, but you can find it online. But I probably won't even use those extra pieces there. That's for if you bolt them in. I'm thinking I'm just going to weld them in. So I could actually use those under the, cut them and then use those for the bottom seat bolts, for the inner bolts of the bucket seats, if I feel like I need it. I think it's sturdy enough, but I could actually, if I'm feeling paranoid, I could put those, sandwich those in there in between the bolts in the bottom of the car, or nuts in the bottom of the car. But that's going to be the next project. Then after that is putting in I got a B&M Star Shifter. I want to put that in, and I'm going to leave all the, I'm going to take off what linkage I have to underneath there for the column shift, but I'm not going to change the column, and I'll pop that roll pin out and just take the column shifter lever off. That way, if I ever want to put it back, or I wind up getting rid of this car, somebody can put it back to, stock if they want to. I try and keep all the old parts. I've got the old intake, the old carb, all kinds of pieces, parts, I just saved in bins. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully this weekend I'll have another video showing getting the seats in, and then at least this passenger one I can see what I need to do with the driver one to get them to where they'll sit, pretty straight. Because I think if I drop that seat down on that one corner, that 1/2 inch, it should be pretty level, or it'll be damn close. Alright, well, that's Captain Kurt signing out. Y'all have a good one, and I'll hopefully get another video up this weekend. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate it. And throw some comments in there. Call me a chucklehead, it doesn't matter. Just a little interaction, be nice. Alright, y'all have a good one.